When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Road, McIntire!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's careers here at Hell in a Cell.
The final match in an epic trilogy. I don't know if either of them is going to be able to survive tonight.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business, and CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
Boom! On the top.
Diving double
for a fight here.
Oh, perfect kick. Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other with no signs of relenting.
With the amount of absolutely visceral hate Punk and Drew have for each other, I think this match is going to need to be stopped before either of these men give up.
Now bringing the...
Now pulling a pin out of nowhere, tightly hooked small package.
Raising the arm before one.
That was not even close to keeping him down. This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
Insult and injury, brutal combination.
Swinging neckbreaker connects.
And averting damage there.
Bam! Just beat down with that wrench.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
And a quick schoolboy.
He kicks out with authority.
Wow.
Boom.
This could be it. The pin. Punk powers out. Still going strong.
He's really not making this easy.
Pike out kick. Into the pin. Can he get him here? Raises the shoulder before the 1 count.
That may have been an easy kick out, but they'll surely get harder as this match continues.
Oh, my!
This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place. Ooh, hit them with that wrench. Oh, looking like Patches O'Houlihan out here. Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. This is certainly put on by McIntyre.
The pin. It's all or nothing time. Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
How on earth?
And you know McIntyre loves a challenge, but he better not let his opponent hang around for too long. Oof, right to the leg. Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
Using the sharp point of the elbow.
And Punk gets countered there.
Check out the power of McIntyre. Women down, air raid crash.
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Power slam.
Landing on that chair might have just rearranged some body parts.
And he is daring his opponent to face him with the steel chair.
That should strike fear in your opponent. Throwing down the proverbial gauntlet. Where is this going to go next? Oh, didn't see that one coming. Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm. A strong head scissors application. And now the elbows. Oof.
Yeah, I think Drew's face might have taken the brunt of that one.
McIntyre counters with power. Looking for a scoop slam, but from behind.
Reversed into an inverted DDT.
Clothesline stops that move in its tracks.
And Punk wants more from his opponent.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Axe handle from the middle rope.
McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because, for one of these men, there might not be.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. Oh, my God.
McIntyre might have him.
Going for the cover. What? You gotta be kidding me.
We have just witnessed next-level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
McIntyre won't lose focus, though. He's got to remain as sharp as he was a few moments ago. What a reversal. Ouch. Ooh.
McIntyre a step ahead there, and he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
And the action has shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Boom! Right on target. Taking this match to the outside.
Oh, he's got something in mind, and he needs a table to pull it off. And now with a baseball bat, he's ready to swing away at the competition. He is going to a dark place, picking up a sledgehammer like that. Avoiding any damage there.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
Punk looking to impose his will.
Trying for the double underarm hook into a backdrop.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
With a velocity into the table.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Power slam incoming, no.
And slipped down with an inverted DDT.
Whoa, literally battered and bruised right there.
Are they actually going to use the bat? What are they going to do with it? Oh no, up underneath the chin. Camel clutch. Will it get countered? Yes. No. Cover it all. Come on. Blatant
Steal this one.
And a strong kick out at one.
The muscle memory's got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3. Countered into an inverted DDT.
Unable to evade the offense. Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, GTS connects. No way Drew's getting up now.
2. Kicks out. Just kicked out.
At this point, I don't know if it's McIntyre's resolve or stubbornness keeping him in this one.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Whatever you can do, I can do better. Counters on top of counters. Oh, nice lariat.
Lands the elbow.
This capacity crowd is beside themselves tonight. And to tell you the truth, as am I. An instant classic. That's what we are all witnessing at this very moment.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Truly unbelievable what these two superstars are putting themselves and each other through tonight. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
CM Punk
Misses big time.
And I think there was a moment of hesitation before the leap, and it made all the difference.
Disastrous turn of events could change the whole complexion of this match. Let's go, kiss by McIntyre.
The workmanlike approach of Mac. The Scottish Warrior thinking about the end. The countdown's on.
Drew may have put an end to this.
And the cover. McIntyre has finally broken CM Punk.
Here is your winner.
This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. And he comes in under the ropes now.
Oh, what an axe handle.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk.
Haymaker after haymaker. Oh! Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Just emptying everything they've got now.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Boom! Ooh, this has turned into an all-out Donnybrook now.
That shot ends things.
Mongolian chop.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight?
You gotta think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's gonna be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision?
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory psychologically.
And a spear.
Oh, a spear right through the cell wall!
This has turned into a train wreck. The absolute brutality we're witnessing here is inhuman. I can't imagine actively wanting to climb up the cell. But that's why I'm sitting here and thankfully not partaking in this sanctioned brutality right now. The whole WWE Universe is holding its breath as they duke it out on the side of the cell. Inch by inch, climbing the cell. One misstep spells immediate disaster. What a view he must have from the top of that cell.
Looking at a sea of ants from that height. Not a good spot to be in.
Showing no concern for safety or common sense. Just going to war on top of the cell that was meant to contain them.
Got him where he wants him.
Up and
Beautiful Falcon Arrow.
Crank in the head. As this battle rages on top of the cell, you wonder how this all ends.
I'm afraid badly is the only answer. Nothing good can come from this situation.
He's just crashing through the cell.
He hit the ground with a blood-curdling thud. That may have been the worst thing I've ever witnessed.
This is too far. What the hell is going through these superstars' mind?
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Down with a GTS.
Drew is completely out of it. From the top rope.
Elbow drop from the top rope.
Punk has McIntyre on Dream Street right now.
From above.
From the top. Double axe handle connects. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Manages to reverse it.
This fight will not.
CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders.
GTS. Is it enough for Punk? And shifting over for the cover.
2 count.
Absolute defiance from the Highlander. McIntyre finding a way out of the pinfall.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin. And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now. Punk dodges out in time.
Drew is feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because, for one of these men, there might not be.
Bang! He finds a counter. Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk.
Bouncing with a flash schoolboy here.
And a quick kick out.
He was prepared for this. He knew this match would go the distance.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
CM Punk headed to the high.
Oh, the high risk does not pay off.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it. Because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize. Oh, my God. McIntyre is getting dismantled.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here.
Whoa.
Spinning kick to the gut.
That could be Punk's demise.
The cover. A kick out. Oh, my God.
How on earth?
McIntyre needs to find a recourse, find another option to take this match.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a five-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
Huge kick connects.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impacts. Ooh!
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Sharpshooter, Scorpion Deathlock, call it what you will. It's locked in now, and you can just see the look of pain and desperation on their...
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Escape just in time.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
Kimura lock a plot. He didn't have much time before his arm snaps. Great job fighting out.
Spin kick to the midsection. Puts him down.
Like being manhandled by a bear.
Good reflexes from him there.
Everyone is on their feet in this building.
Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other through.
Able to steer clear of danger there.
Out of the ring to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Going for the classics and grabbing a steel chair.
Coming back from the outside now. Spin kick to the midsection.
Oh, Mongolian chop.
Shining Wizard. Corey, that was a Shining Wizard.
God, Lord. Brutally swinging that steel chair. And now attacking a downed opponent with that chair set up. While this is unconventional, armbar applied using the steel.
Agonizing pain, no end in sight to this submission.
Struggling against the hold, trying to give the arm some relief.
Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there.
Punk's claymore.
That might be all Drew needs.
Cover. He stays alive, he stays alive.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And where McIntyre goes from here is unknown. Drew's accustomed to putting out so many men with that maneuver.
Hard punch. Oh, man.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre. Moving into the ring. Oh, he scattered that one.
And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Heading back into the... He turns it
Into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over. Perfectly executed submission hold. Locked in deep.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
He has the target right where he wants it.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
No! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.